Yo, this is episode 9 of the J Day podcast. We're doing a solo episode today. Lots of life updates, lots of stuff I want to talk about. I tried to record this yesterday, but I had a headache and I ended up saying some shit I'll probably regret. So, we're doing it again. And since that last recording, which was probably 24 hours ago, I did go see the Odyssey in theaters. Had a nice little day with my pal, my partner. We had a good time. Um, I'm just ready to spill with my thoughts on the Odyssey. Some other things I'm doing today, actually. I'm gonna go see this tonight. I'm gonna go see Dog Star, which is a band Keanu Reeves is in. I wouldn't go buy tickets to it unless I thought the music was good. Granted, I would not have even listened to the music if Keanu wasn't in the band. That being said, I'm looking forward to a concert. Other concerts I've been seeing recently, and this is a new thing for me, is seeing music live. I never really did that when I was in college or even my early adulthood. I don't think I went to enough concerts, and I kind of regret. That's one of my main regrets is not seeing more music. But now I am. Now at least once a month I go out to see some music. Try to appreciate it. I don't really go out to see comedy as much. I kind of get my fix online and just doing it and being amongst people. So looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to that. The Odyssey was awesome. The Odyssey was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. I mean, it's Nolan, so what do you expect? But so many fun scenes. I'm not going to spoil it, but for a 2.5 hour long movie, I never found myself bored or checking my phone, any of that shit. And I saw it in 70 millimeter. There are IMAX theaters in Georgia. We have two of them, but to get tickets at a reasonable time, it was just fucked. So I couldn't do it. But I saw it in 70 millimeters at 2 p.m. on a Monday because I'm mad unemployed, and that's one of the perks of not having a job, is doing shit like that. So, big ups, man, Christopher Nolan. He knows what he did. It was awesome. Can't wait for the next one. And Spider Man, I'm probably going to skip in theaters because it just looks like madness trying to get tickets. And everything comes out to stream eventually. Not to be like, oh, I'm too busy, but I am too busy. I'm trying to hit the gym. And I've noticed a change in myself since hitting the gym for like the past, I would say, 11 months. Granted, the first 6 months are just a wash because you're not finishing workouts, you're not dieting properly, you're still eating like shit, but it does build the habit. And now I look in the mirror and I go, wow, what a fucking change. My pants fit again, which is a blessing. I'm like a size 30, 31 waist, and it was genuinely painful to put on my pants. So hit that caloric deficit, hit the gym, you know, doing real shit to improve my body, make myself less ugly on stage and on camera. Nothing will make you want to get more in shape than watching your own tired face and uh, ravaged body on screen. So I'm doing it for me, but I'm also doing it for you. That being said, I'm very healthy these days. I'm trying to eat right, drinking water, less sodas in the house. We're trying our best, and can't wait to see how this next year plays out. That being said, I got some tour dates coming up. If you are an average consumer of my content, you probably get the dates at the end of a lot of sketches and you see where I'm at. But San Diego, LA, Chicago, when I say LA, I mean Pasadena, I'm sorry. But Nashville, Dallas, Austin, and Boca Raton. Why the fuck am I in Boca Raton? Asked my manager. But I'm going to be there anyway, so who gives a shit? We are going to all those cities, and then we got some other dates coming early 2027. I don't want to tell you where and when because they're not confirmed yet, but they're happening. I'm on my way, and make sure you join my mailing list if you like what you see because social media is so fucked up that my followers can't see where I'm at, and that is a pain in the dick for me trying to sell tickets because sometimes you want to see me and then I go to your town and you go, oh man, I missed your tickets. I'm like, man, I was just there. And you're probably not going to see me for another 9, 10 months. what I would love is, and I'm working on this today actually after I record this, recording more crowd interactions and jokes and just like bits and pieces of the set. I'm going to talk about this. I know this is inside baseball and probably it's boring as shit to anybody who's in a comic, but stand up material, right? It's not like music where the music can is like an asset that can just generate money and wealth for your family and shit, going forward. Jokes are so disposable, and as comics, we kind of get attached to our material. But end of the day, it's like 10 minutes of yuck yucks that we like try to stretch out to, the first probably 10 years of our careers. There's a core 10 we all have that we try to make work, and then you do it once on a taping or put it online, and then it's burned. And you can treat it as if it's burned, but what you're not going to do is treat it like you're going to do that 10 for the rest of your life. So I'm actually getting like less attached to my material and just more willing to toss it. Of course, it sucks that lose that like, that guaranteed laugh in your back pocket. I wouldn't say guaranteed, but more or less assured reaction when you do your material. But I'm like coming up on 10 years of doing stand up. There are pockets of I just didn't do it. I was busy, I was in school, and it wasn't like a hardcore thing. I'd say for the past 2 years, it's been a hardcore thing. So I just got to get used to just throwing shit away. And when I go on tour, and if you see me one year, and then I come back the next year and I'm doing the same shit, I want to be like, hey, can you blame me? It's it takes time to do it, but also a working comic who gets enough stage time should be able to develop new shit whilst doing the other projects and making a living. So I'm gonna hold myself to that standard and not be a bitch about it because end of the day I'm just telling yucks. And there are tricks of the trade to stretch out, 15 to 30 to an hour. But I like writing material. I like hammering away. I like kind of eating my own nuts on stage, trying things out because I've spent too many years just playing the hits, and frankly, it sucks. It's boring, and I'm not growing. So we're doing more of that. Uh, expect a nice clip this week. I'm gonna get this done this week. I'm not even gonna dance around. I gotta get this done. We had a really fun interaction at a show while doing material. So it'll be a nice combo video of a joke story I've been working on, and then a little interaction. So look forward to that. What else we got going on? Usually this podcast I talk about shit that pisses me off. I was in the movie theater and I got to get this off my chest, man. Watching a movie, a good one, paying money, popcorn, drink, all that. I don't mind putting down the money, especially now that I'm an adult and I'm not spending my parents' money to go see movies. It's one of my greatest pleasures because one, it's like stand up or a live show in that way. We're like, wow, we're all enjoying this together. We're all having a good time. But I swear to Christ, man, if you paid the money, if you bought the ticket, if you got the popcorn, if you bought a bag full of shit from QT into the theater, don't do this. Because a lady did this to me one time. I'm there to go see the 10-year anniversary of John Wick. I love those movies. I've seen all of them in theaters except for the first one. So when they brought it back, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll go see it. If you're in that movie, if you're there to see that, you're autistic like me. You're there because you love the movie, and you can watch it on digital. You've watched it on digital 1,000 times. I know I have. But you want to see it in theaters. So fuck it. I went to the theater. I saw it with my buddy, and my buddy and I beef about this. I won't say his name, but he's my good friend from college, and we've been friends now for like 10 years. Kind of nuts. But I'm watching the movie, right? I got my good seats. I'm chilling. This fucking lady comes in, can't find her seat, sits down right the fuck next to me. Big ass bag of QT snacks. Every noise in the fucking store, she bought it and put it in the bag. the big ass cup of soda, the chips, the fucking plastic hot dog shell. I hear the whole fucking Quick Trip arsenal unraveling next to me. She's 20 minutes late to the movie. Why the fuck are you here? 20 minutes. You've missed it all. Unwraps her shit, looks at me, goes, hey, what did I miss? You want me to summarize the fucking thing you don't care about? You bitch. And she does this for the rest of the movie, by the way. She heckles the movie. She just does way too much. She thinks there's not a fucking theater full of people. It wasn't full of people. It was like 20 of us, but still, we can all hear you. Eventually, I get so pissed I move. I get up out of my seat. She thinks I'm like interested in what she has to say. I move to a shittier angle of the movie, and I still hear her. And multiple people do this. We turn around and give her the look of shame of like, can you please shut the fuck up? And she takes that as a sign to like double down on her riff. Like a box full of money would be exposed in the movie. And then she go, I would take some of that. I would take that right now. I look at her like, can you not? She goes, you wouldn't take that? Like, it's not a fucking dialogue. And before y'all get crazy in the comments, every race of person does this. It's always ladies in the theater who want to do that. It's either, here's the thing, it's people who are alone who want to find friendship in the theater. That's the worst. Because if it's one person in a group of people doing that, usually the group will shame them and be like, hey, can you shut the fuck up? What I really hate is when I see a row of teenagers take a picture of the fucking opening still or like a very big spoiler and they slap it on their fucking Instagram story. And then they don't watch the movie. And then they have the balls to go on Twitter or tell their friends, yo, that shit was mid. Shut the fuck up. Not to be an old man, these kids don't know. These kids don't know. I'm precious about the theater, man. Like, there should be a theater police. There should be a cutoff point for when you get in. Because you coming in late in the theater, your joy is marginal now. You are interrupting me, my on time ass, with you just like being too cool for it. It's fucked up. It's also, I mean, I get pissed because I do like live performance and shit. Like when I'm leaving my folks, my girlfriend, whoever, to go do a spot, 8-minute spot at a club, which by the way, very little for the fucking trip, but I'm doing it. And some drunk bitch wants to fucking pipe up or can't handle her liquor and just starts interrupting and fucking up a show. And I look like an asshole for telling her to handle it. You've ruined the whole shit. You've ruined my mood. You've ruined the mood of the show. I got to recover because you had too many fucking mojitos. It's annoying as fuck. Especially when I'm trying to get a tape or work on some shit. I'm not there to babysit you. Don't go to shows or live events if you don't know how to fucking act right. Because I'm getting paid. Not a lot, but I'm getting my money regardless how the show goes. Do I prefer it goes well and I learn and I grow? Yes. But what you're doing is fucking it up for people, other people who bought tickets, whose ticket price is not worth more or less than yours. The same. But I'm not, I mean, I know this is a podcast about me bitching. Or lend my unlikable opinion out. But fucking, dude. It's so goddamn annoying. There should be a sniper in the back of every theater, ready to go. But I digress. But speaking of digressing, shout out Sandbox Sessions Atlanta. Shout out Poe. Shout out Swellio for having me on Sandbox Sessions episode 65. Had a fun time. Dropped by, gave him a little game. You know, it's indicative. Overly. Let me ask you this. Is it appropriate for a grown man to be on a podcast? You tell me. Fun time, though. Go listen to the episode. I had a good time with those folks. I think I'm going to try to have Swellio or Poe or both in my podcast soon, and it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time, and I hope success to those two guys, man. They're really funny. Uh, Thank you for having me, guys. I hope if you happen to be listening, I had a good time, man. And you're always welcome to jump on this one, hang out, whatever you want. Uh, Super fun to do some stuff with the Atlanta people. Uh, Especially now that I moved closer to the city, I can work with more people on podcasts and shoots and I hate the word content, but other shit. So I'm very happy, very good time. That was way too close to the mic. Holy shit. Um, but let's talk about other shit, man. Like speaking of good stuff and good media I've consumed recently, that James Bond game, First Light. Holy shit, such a good time. Such a good break from the movies. Movies got very serious. They're great, but the game was a breath of fresh air. Young Bond. You get to throw the gun, which I thought was so neat. My girlfriend was watching me play it. Uh, she really laughed at the gun throwing mechanic. So, uh, not something you see often. Very fun. Very slick level design, especially that museum in the end of one of the acts. The what's it called? Yeah, I guess it was a museum act of the game, but great time. Uh, I am so excited, by the way, to share some with y'all. It's in editing, but I shot a sketch that uh, probably cost me over $4 grand to produce. I hope I hope it turns out good with the music and everything we are cutting together for it. But I am like so happy I pulled the trigger on it. Like I wrote it a few years ago, but now I found a friend to help me produce it, and then we ended up making it. And we shot it about a week ago, and I saw the footage last week, and I'm happy to show you guys that. You know what's crazy? Between all the projects I could pursue, you know, in this current state as a comic, I wrote a pilot. I wrote something that I intended to shoot with some folks, and then I realized like I'm way out of my depth. I don't have the budget. I don't have the time for this. I don't really care to do TV like that. I'd rather do stand up. I'd rather tour and just hit the road and do work on my set, make some online sketches. One day I hope to make a movie or a show of some kind, but not something I'm super passionate about, especially at this stage of my career. I'd rather focus on making stuff and putting out stuff I can make, within a week. I don't have the luxury of being married to a script and shopping it around and doing all that. I'm just gonna make it, throw it online. And what's crazy to me is that like when I post a clip of my stand up, more people, even if it kind of tanks, if it gets like 20K views, that's literally 18K more people who will see me in that month or week. Not to be all follow your dreams and shit, because it is nutty, especially right now in America. But also, get in while it's hot. Okay, every celebrity you know is a fucking shill in some way. It's just gonna happen. So enjoy their art. Don't take them too serious. Don't worship celebrities either. I made a sketch about this, about how like people who watch streams are like weird parasocial freaks. They're mostly children, so they don't really know yet. But I really hate it when like people put like a ton of stock in a celebrity and then they just like are disappointed when they don't hit a free Palestine on TV. It's like, yeah, man, they're taking network money and prize picks is the majority of their income. There's too much of that, man. You have the biggest celebrities in the world promoting gambling. Like ex football players, current football players, basketball players, celebrities. It's like, dude, how much is enough? You greedy fuck. Give it a rest. And on top of that, it's beyond the gambling promotions. I got a DM today from some fucking bot that's like, yo, do like a 5, 7 second reference to gambling in your video. We'll pay you. Rain bet. There's some other fuck ass rain bet's the main one I guess that I saw in the message. But fuck no, man. Fuck you. I'm not promoting your fucking dribble, man. I've lost $100 on Kalshi just like trying it, and they had prediction markets, and I won some in Robinhood. But point being is I eventually zeroed out on whatever gains I had made. I didn't lose anything past that, thank God. But it ain't fucking worth it. It's never fucking worth it. There's no universe where you become a professional gambler and you sustain your living that way. Yeah, I know you think it's you. I know you got lucky once and you are really into football. Sports have been ruined because of gambling. I'm not a big sports watcher. I was always one of those tinfoil hat guys who's like, oh, it's all rigged. It's all rigged. And now that gambling's so fucking prevalent, it might be. If I'm being paid 200 million to toss a ball around and someone's like, hey, for an extra 3 mil a week under the table, fuck up that pass. Put some fucking canola oils on your fingers and hit the field and drop that fucker. I might be talking shit here, but no to the gambling. If I saw Keanu Reeves promoting gambling, I'm ending it. It's over. It's over, bro. I was just bitching about how don't worship celebrities, but he's the last of the Mohicans. Keanu, man. But regardless, we're doing good. We're okay. I want to. I don't. Okay. So here's the. I struggle with this. I don't want to be like I mean, I mean, that's kind of, okay, listen. I'm doing a lot of stuttering. Let me just get to the point. I don't do comedy to like pander to, white people certainly, nor brown people. I just kind of see who likes me and then I go from there. I don't know how to advertise this as like a brown boy podcast. I don't know if it's even appropriate. I'm just a brown dude. But I don't see a lot of like brown guys doing podcasts. Here, I see one guy, I see Jay Shetty, and he's a scammer. I'm not saying don't trust green-eyed Indians, but they know what they're doing. And it's bad enough brown dudes globally are known as scammers. This dude's the fucking Bowser of that. He's like Deepak 2.0. He's selling that Bhagavad Gita light to white people. Disgusting. And he's making a bag. So I'm not trying to do some Jay Shetty shit. Fuck all that. No, we don't need more of that. We don't need more of that. And white people are a specific kind of spiritually homeless where Indians can just come in. It's not enough the doctors, the engineers, the the really hard mental jobs in America. Now we got to save y'all from Christianity. And you want to join an ashram because you couldn't handle it at Deloitte. I mean, I grew up Hindu, man, and frankly, frankly, a little too pessimistic for a 5-year-old to hear. Not even five, but like I guess 5 to 12. I was exposed to it. That your life is an illusion and nothing matters, and then be told never to fail a test ever. It's so crazy. The contradictory nature of my upbringing is kind of funny because Hinduism is all about like, hey, none of this shit matters. Be good. You're probably gonna come back as another being until you learn your lesson. But it's gonna there's no washing yourself, or I mean in the spiritual sense, there is a washing yourself. But I just set myself up for a lot of crazy jokes in the comments with that one. But I mean, in Christianity, you can literally wash yourself and cleanse yourself and you know ask for forgiveness and all that shit. There ain't none of that in Hinduism. It is what the fuck it is. But essentially, I'm told like, yo, my entire existence is kind of just a big old uh circular cycle of pain and suffering that I'm just gonna keep living and dying, living and dying, living and dying, and there's no real like heaven of some kind. I think the general rule is that like in Hinduism and Buddhism, you are in the hell. The hell is right now. You got to get out of there. Which there could be an argument made that that is less stressful than the Christianity. Hey, it's up or down, brother. Put that magazine down. Put that pendulum down. Unless you want to burn. Honestly, I see why Christians really come out the other side fucked up from that. But I think for me, growing up Hindu and then, told my material world experience is nothing, and then following that, I'm in school 5 days a week, competing with other burnt out brown kids to to get that scholarship or that admission, or get that Facebook post where everybody's like, oh shit, look what he's doing. It's just not good for your head growing up. I think any sort of religion, uh, pre 15 years old, can really fuck a kid up. So big no on all that, because trying to unlearn that shit in your 20s while growing and trying to keep up with the bullshit in this material world, it's just too fucking much sometimes, man. A lot of Indian guys I know, they're just massive stoners. I think it's just too heavy of a concept to drop on them. And it's very, very, it's so odd because my parents are very like pro-capitalist, come America, better opportunity, get your money, bing, bing. But seeking more and having that little layer of greed while preaching this Hindu shit. And nothing against my religion. I think it's very beautiful in some ways. I think I could appreciate it more if not for the clash with my real world. Maybe I'm getting too deep. Maybe this is not good podcast talk in terms of, hey, I'm here to have a good time. This is a solo episode. Solo episode, you're gonna get me yapping to myself, and more than likely chasing a riff or a bit that I'm not gonna torture people on stage with. I hope to God you guys can't hear that fucking leaf blower outside. I'll probably have to edit that out, but solo episode. We're doing it. I don't care if this isn't the best one. We are trying some new shit. I'm gonna cap it at half an hour because okay, now a fucking car alarm is going off in the garage. I think God's telling me to end it right here. But listen, More coming. Episode 10 coming. I'm going to get a guest or I'll do another solo. I love every one of you. I don't care if there's 16 of you listening or one, wherever you are. Thank you for getting it through to the end. These are going to get better, and I'm going to innovate on this format. I'm going to start filming shit I'm going to start telling stories of shows gone bad and bad shit happening to me. Uh, Out and about because it never ends. It never ends, and that's the fun part. Every time I think I got the perfect joke, everything's set up, ready to go, some shit's gonna happen to me at the club, or when I'm out on the road, and that's just part of the experience. So thank you all for this journey. No video on this one because you don't need to see that, but I love you. Till next time, it's J Day. Bye.